Madcap. We back with another exclusive. We back, baby. Another unplanned exclusive. Coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. Another unplanned exclusive. I usually don't do lives on Fridays. So like this video as you come in and share it. We're going to have some fun tonight. Gonna get down to the nitty gritty. So as you come in, like the video, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Tonight we're gonna talk about power and influence. Because it's very important. It's something that a lot of people have a hard time understanding. A lot of people have a hard time becoming a person of power and influence. Yeah. Yeah. That's what women like. Women like being around the movers and shakers. Women are, I think not only are women are attracted to power, I think they're kind of immune to it. Like they got to have it. You can go to any high school in the country, any school, college, high school. You know, a lot of women gravitate towards the top guys, athletes. Maybe you're the top guy in the class. Women warm up to those guys. Even little girls warm up to those guys. That's how it is. Regardless if you like it or not. And you can become one of those guys in real life. No doubt about it. Because average really don't work that well for most guys. Especially if you have a bad rep in society. As a group, as a collective, not as an individual. That really doesn't work. Being average really don't work for you if the group you're associated with politically has a bad rep in society. You really can't afford to be average. What's going down? What's going down? Our player partner right there. I'll be in North Carolina, Raleigh, on Sunday. Are you in Raleigh right now? Are you gonna be in Raleigh this Sunday coming? Which is it? Are you going to be this Sunday? What up, Black Hawk? So you're talking next week? You be in Armin next week? From like Friday to what? Sunday? 3 days, right? Fourth. Oh, 4th to March 1st. Oh, okay. Gotcha. The 24th to March 1st. Okay. Damn, you been in a couple of days. You been in a whole week, basically. Okay. Yeah, hit me up later, man. We talk about it. So yeah, man. You know, women like being around guys. You have to be that dude. That's what they like, that dude. And every guy has witnessed this at some point growing up. You saw that dude that was getting all the attention. And you probably saw it in high school. Just like I did. Because I always hung out with the older guys. And I was always the younger guy. So I'm like, what? At the time, I saw it from my brother. Yeah, this is the first time I saw this from my brother. My brother had women calling him from all over the country. And at the time, I'm like, I'm like 12 years old at the time. And the phone was ringing off the hook. And this is back in the day, there weren't no cell phones back then. There's only landlines and satellite phones. But satellite phones were crazy expensive. This is in the 80s. This is in the 80s, you know. The phone was ringing off the hook. Women were calling for my brother from all over the country. So I'm like, yo, what? Man, what's something? Yo, this guy's shit. But he's my brother. You know, so I was like, man, I was kind of fascinated by that. I'm like, what is he doing to have women chase him like that? Man, you know, that's like, I was just fascinated by that. And then, you know, because my brother, he was multi-talented. He was a barber, a mechanic, an artist, a designer, I mean, he was multi-talented, man. So, and then I think as I got older, I was, I think when I turned 14, I think it was 14, I actually had a chance to hang. He took me with him one day. We went to Columbia. Him and his buddy named Dale. Dale was his best friend at the time. And I got a chance to see how he socialized with women at the time. And it was like, it was just something that I never seen before from anybody at the time. It was just smooth. He's like a smooth operator. And I was like, yo, I don't know. I see what he's doing. I don't exactly know how it works and why it works, but I want to be like him. That's That's what I said. I'm 14 now. That's what I said at the age of 14. And the thing about my brother is, at the time, he stuttered a lot. He wasn't like articulate. He wasn't polished. He wasn't like he dressed the way he dressed. I never seen him wear a suit. None of that. But he had all women. He attracted all women from all walks of life. So I'm like, yo, yeah, this is crazy. I wanted to be like that. I wanted to be like him, man. You know? And as I gotten older, people still tell me to this day, hey, you look like your brother. I get that from time to time. And then I realized as I started getting older, I started taking on some of his habits, some of his way of thinking, without even realizing it until lately, like last year. I realized it. I said, I'm becoming more of him more than I realized. And that's because when I was growing up as a young kid, I spent most of my time around him, more than the rest of my brothers and sisters. So, you know, people always say you become who you are based on the people that you hang around most of the time. So that makes sense to me, because I became more of him than anybody else to this day. Because I'm multi-talented. I can do some things, but not on his level. But I can do some things. But regardless of what you do, regardless of your talents, you should strive to be the best at doing it. I'm not saying you're going to get rich. I'm not saying you're going to make the most money. But I can guarantee you, if you strive to do the best at whatever you're doing, you're going to make some noise. And eventually you're going to shine. I'm not saying your goal should be to shine. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying whatever you do, give it 110%. Don't half step. And just see what happens. And the same thing always happens 100% of the time. The guy that shines, he got influence, impact. He's going to draw a crowd. It always happens that way. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what your job is. You could be speaking in front of people. You could be a politician. You could be the top guy at your job. It doesn't matter. Eventually, somebody's going to be watching you. And you might not even realize it sometimes. I know I've been there a couple of times. It's been situations where I'm just doing my thing. It's not a big deal. I've been doing it for so long. And people are watching me. They're watching me 5-6 days a week when I show up for work. Sometimes I didn't pay it any mind, but you know, that's usually how it works. So people are watching you. People are watching you out here. Because, and it's not hard to stick out today. Because most people are just average. If you do 5% more than what most people are doing, that's enough to stick out. It don't matter. It doesn't matter what you're doing or what you do. Most people are just average, mediocre. Really? Like for real, for real. Even, you know, the crazy thing is, women don't really care about if the guy got good morals, good values. He could be a killer. But she's still attracted to the guy. They don't really care about, they don't necessarily care if the guy respect them. She just looking at the guy like, whatever he got, I want a piece of it. I want to get next to him. You could be a part of some, you could be affiliated with some type of group. You could be, maybe you know a celebrity. If you, this is why when I was in Atlanta, a lot of guys used to name drop. Say, oh, I know Usher, I know Chris Brown, I know Trey Songz. And when those guys started to name drop, these women would light up because they want to be a part of that environment, that culture. They want to be involved. They want to find somebody that knows that dude. They want to be a part of that. People want to be a part of something that's bigger than them. Now, of course, these dudes were lying in most cases. But you understand the idea. You know? So that's how it is. And it ain't just women that are like this. Most people want to be a part of something. Part of some club, VIP, whatever. Especially in this society. Because, you know, we live in a very judgmental society. So one of the main reasons why people want to be involved with something is because they don't have to worry about being judged. I mean, they can't do that at the house with their friends and family very much. So this is what makes, kind of pushes some people to seek another environment elsewhere in most cases. So hey, like this video, share this video. Hey, where y'all from? Tell me where y'all from. Your town, your city. Hey, oh, yeah, and P.S. by the way, anyone that wants to call up, it's 800-315-8203. North Carolina. Yeah, anyone wants to call up, man. Any questions? 800-315-8203. Arkansas. Massachusetts. Yeah, I know. I never been to Arkansas. Yeah, I never been in that part. You skip over that part of the country. Yeah, hey, J Rock, what part of Arkansas you from? I'm just curious. I never been to Arkansas, Nebraska, Montana, Idaho, Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota. I'm not interested in going to none of those areas. People have told me, don't waste your time. Especially during the winter time. They said it's cold, freezing cold, like 0 below. Yeah. Susie, no Joe. Man, you ain't missing. He said, I ain't missing nothing. Yeah, that's what they told me, man. I think there was a conference out there in Boise, Idaho. This is like 2 years ago. I thought about going there. 2-3 years. Yeah, I think it was like 3 years ago. I thought about going. I changed my mind, man. It's a lot of land out there, I heard. Little Rock? Yeah, I heard Little Rock is okay. Yeah. I heard Little Rock is okay. That's probably the only spot people talk about in Arkansas. They talk about Little Rock. I think that's the capital, right? What up, Danny? Tell me something good, Danny. What's going on Friday night? It's Friday night. It's Friday. Check this out. It's Friday night. So think about this for a second. It's Friday night. And the women are going out tonight somewhere in all 50 states. Some woman is going to take an hour, at least an hour to get dressed, hour and a half to get dressed. So she can go out because she's trying to catch a big fish. She's trying to catch a big fish. She don't care what kind of fish it is, as long as it's big. She don't care what type of morals the guy got. Don't care about none of that. He's a big fish. She trying to get the big fish. She trying to get the top guy in the club tonight. And it's going to take her an hour and a half, at least an hour and a half to get dressed. Now, that doesn't make any sense. From a man's point of view, that don't make no sense. But that's what these women will do to get the top guy, to have the opportunity to get the top guy. They're competing against hundreds and thousands of women in the club. Tonight, in your town, in your city. Had a girl the other day, she looking for someone to take care of her. Sounds like modern slavery. Man, there's a lot of women out here like that, Danny. A lot of women out here looking for somebody to take care of them. They can't do it themselves. They're screwed up. A lot of women, man, have missed their how should I say this? They've missed a lot of opportunities. That's what I would say. A lot of them missed their opportunities in the 20s. Sometimes early to mid 20s. And sometimes late 20s too. A lot of women have missed their opportunities with certain guys because they had too much ego. And a lot of them were walking by the guys that more than likely was willing to do almost anything for them. But they wasn't ready. That happens. That happens a lot. I met a guy the other day. I think this last month. And he's told me, man, we were eating breakfast. He told me, man, I just want a girl that'll listen to me, man, and I'll give her the world. That's it. That's it. That's him. I mean, he ain't trying to be fancy. I mean, he's just a normal, average dude that he got a lot of talents. But he said, look, I ain't trying to really do nothing glamorous. He's like, yeah, of course I like going places and traveling and meeting people and having a good time. And yeah, but he's really a simple guy. I mean, he don't gotta have a dime. He ain't looking for the dime piece. He just looking for a 7 or 8, maybe a 9. You know, he just want a girl that work a decent job. She's educated. Want at least one kid. That's it. That's all he want. That's really it. He was like, she ain't gotta be making $80,000 a year. She don't have to look like Amber Rose or Tyra Banks or Halle Berry. She can be a 7 or 8. That's how I am, a plain Jane nerd. Yeah. Yeah, I would consider myself to be a nerd. Yeah. I embrace being a nerd. Hey, I'll take it. Yeah, any questions? 800-315-8203. Yeah, I'll take it. But a lot of women, a lot of women are fighting over status. And it's really lifestyle. That's what a lot of women are really fighting over. They're fighting over resources. See, a lot of women, they look at everything when it comes to a guy. I'm talking just on a surface level. On a surface level, women look at everything. They look at your clothes. They look at your hair. They look at your shoes. They look at your car, your job. They look at everything. Women are very observant of things that us guys, we take for granted. Well, I don't take it for granted. The same way they look at us, the same way I look at them. And I wasn't always like that, though. When I was younger, I wasn't so observant. But women, they observe everything. I'm talking the average woman. I'm not talking about Tamika in the hood. I ain't talking about her. No. I'm talking about that woman you work with 5 days a week. The girl that's at the restaurant right now, at the bar and grill. They pay attention to everything, from head to toe. And there's different types of women, too. It's different types of women. Like, I gave you an example. There's a difference between, let's say, the working class girl versus the girl that work in corporate America. They think different. They see things different. And plus, you got the bougie chicks. The bougie chick is usually all about the money. Bottom line is about the money. That's the bougie chick. See, I don't get along with the bougie chicks. I don't get along with them types. I got a sister that's like that. We don't get along that well. And it's always been like that too. It ain't just started. That's been like that for a long time. You glued to the couch. You don't gotta be glued to the couch. Hey, conversation does matter. But not just any type of conversation, though. That's the thing. Your conversation gotta be like a fully loaded clip. You gotta be able to spit like an AK. You gotta spit like that, man. You gotta always be able, never get caught off guard, always have something to say. You gotta be able to move women, like move the crowd, like a lot of these rappers do, hip hop. That's how, like, a lot of the best entertainers, they understand this. They move the crowd because you're an MC, a real MC. Not these guys today. I don't know what they doing. But I'm talking like somebody like Nas, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane. I can go on and on. You know, those guys, even some women. It's like Queen Latifah can get on stage right now and move the crowd. And she ain't rap in years. And the reason why she can do that, because she understands how people think. And she uses words that moves people, move the crowd. And you can do the same thing with women. It's the same concept. You're just not on stage. You're just not on stage. You're on your own stage. You live in your own life. A lot of this is trial and error because nobody can actually teach you how to talk for yourself. You're going to have to learn that on your own. Now, somebody can give you some ideas, some concept, but no one can actually teach you how to speak. See, if you can't speak in a way to move women, oh man, you always gonna have problems. I mean, that's just whether you like it or not, women are very emotional. If there's no emotion there, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. Loving Holmes, what's going on? It's been a long time. Again, any questions, man, hit me up. 800-315-8203. Yeah, if you can't look, if you're a guy and if you don't have an emotional connection to a woman, forget about it. You're just one of her girlfriends. Basically, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. So this is why a lot of and a lot of this stuff, man, that I talk about, you can this ain't just about women either. That's another thing. This is just it's about living life. This is about living a better life. Really, that's what this whole thing is about. And most of the stuff that I talk about, they're business concepts. They're business concepts that I took and I just use it in my social life. Because if you really think about it, business and relationship, it's like the same, one and the same. You can't have one without the other. You can't. I mean, your life is predicated upon the relationships you make. Really? I looked at it like this. This is years ago. This is like 25 years ago. I said to myself, the better I can become as far as making relationships with people, the better off my life will be. I said that 25 years ago. And I was right. I'm not tilting my horn. I'm not drinking my own Kool-Aid here, but I was right. I said that 25 years ago. Because I look at it like whatever problems I have, most of it can be fixed with the relationships because somebody has what I want. That's what I said 25 years ago. So if I want money, somebody got the money. If I want opportunities, someone more than likely can introduce me to opportunities. If I need more skills, somebody can teach me more skills. And on and on and on. Because whatever I was doing at the time, I didn't have it. I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the skills. So I'm like, well, I got to get out this house. And I got to meet people that have the skills. I got to talk to people. I got to mingle with people. A lot of it ain't comfortable. So I had to get used to being uncomfortable. Because see, if you're not uncomfortable, sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but if you're comfortable all the time, you're not growing. You're not stretching. Either you're growing or you're dying. I know we live in a society where people they love being comfortable all the time. But you're not gonna you're not gonna go very far being like that. How sadly chicks can drain you themselves. Poor chicks, man. Invite this shelter to get in. You. Anything new been going on? Yeah, I'm about to drop a new book. Loving Homes. Probably next month. I'm done writing. I just got to get it edited and get the designs done and everything. That's about it. That's the only thing new lately. I'm gonna say that number. I have some real. I need opinions, and I know you have them. That's me. That's just call. I mean, what? You can call now if you want. One thing I learned: the wrong women will hold you back from improving your life. Well, of course, Danny, because they trying to get as much as they're trying to drain you. Because they don't have the wrong woman don't have good intentions for you. So of course she's gonna try to like hold you back. That's why you shouldn't be around. As soon as you figure out that the person you're around don't have good intention, you should cut them off ASAP. And you have to be ruthless with your time. You can't get the time back. You can get anything back. You can get money back, get different people back. You can get clothes back. You can get almost anything. You can't get time back. That's the thing. You can get anything back, but you can't get the time back. That's the thing that pisses me off. When people waste my time, that's when you start seeing a different person, different side out of me then. That's good. I'm going to need advice on some things. Do you provide private calls and conversation or one-on-one? Yeah, I do one-on-ones. Yeah. Now check out my Patreon page, Loving Homes. That's where I do most of the one-on-one. It's a one-on-one section in there. Yeah, check out my Patreon. What if you've been married almost 3 years? If you go ahead and cut ties, I don't know, that's a hard Anthony, that's a hard call. I would never tell nobody to leave their marriage. I would never tell anybody to leave their marriage. That's different. The only let me tell you, the only reason I would tell someone to leave their marriage is there's always an exception to the rule. But the only reason I would tell somebody to leave their marriage is if it was violence going on. If y'all fighting and y'all throwing blows. Because see, if y'all throwing blows, that relationship should be over. And it don't matter who swung first, it don't matter. If you gotta throw blows, that relationship should be over. I know you don't have to move right away, but that relationship is gone down the tube. But other than that, I would never tell anybody to leave their marriage. Because every marriage has a different dynamic. I don't know what's going on in your household, but I know one thing: if y'all throwing blows, it's a wrap. It's pretty much over. If y'all not having sex anymore, it's over. If you're throwing blows, and if you're not having sex, it's a wrap. It's over. All right, loving homes, be easy. Yeah, I haven't seen many couples come back from going without sex. It's over. I mean, like it becomes sex would if when these there's a lot of sexless couples out here, man. Yeah, sad but true. Yeah, and there's a reason for that. But that's a video for another day. That's a video for another day. And it's not the reason for that is not what you think. It's much deeper than what I've been hearing lately. It's not just because guys don't need to sow their oats and all that crap. You hear the same old crap. I've been hearing the same old crap for 20 years. You're immature and you don't want to. Some people don't want to do the right thing, and that's a bunch of crap. It's much deeper than that. And keep in mind, women, if a woman sleeps with another guy out of her relationship, that guy is something about that guy to such an extent where he's influenced her so much until she's willing to lose everything she got to be with him for 2 to 3 hours on one night or one day. Think about that. The thrill of a woman driving across town or driving out of town to be with a guy for a couple hours. That rush, that high, that dopamine high. She could lose everything just to be with that guy, that other guy. Whew, man, that's powerful, man. Ooh-wee, God. And from the guy's point of view, the guy on the side, that married woman, is going to be the best, is probably going to be one of the best, if not the best he ever had. Woo, man, that's going to be fire. Fire in that room. Yeah, man. That's powerful, man. That's a powerful thing, man. You know, it really is. But there's a method to the madness. And I'm gonna explain that in another video. That's a video for another day, man. But it has a lot to do with power and influence. A lot, man. And the guy that she's in a relationship with, the husband, it ain't really got nothing to do with him. It ain't got nothing. When a woman leaves to be with another guy, the majority of the time, it ain't got nothing to do with him. It ain't got nothing to do with him. He did the best he could do. He did the best he knew. He did the best he could do with the knowledge and understanding that he knows. On paternity court, there was a woman who took about 10 buses to go visit a guy that barely wanted her. Even out of marriage, sometimes as women can go overboard with the madness. Susan? Yeah, Susan, yeah. Yeah. Suzanne, yeah. Yeah, Suzanne, yeah, that's right. Look, women will go above in the call of duty. I'm telling you. But it's one man. And I've had women do crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But I've had women do stuff like that to come see me. Like one overnight, one weekend. I've had women drive 4 to 6 hours with no money. No money. Why would you drive 4 to 6 hours? No money. What's the matter with you? Now, to me, at the time, that's the craziest thing. You by yourself on the highway, anything could happen. Why would you? She ain't got no credit card. She didn't have no credit card. No money. She just had gas. Of course I smashed. If she drove all the way up here, I was but I just thought that was the craziest thing, Anthony, at the time. I'm like, yo, why would you do that? But I didn't know she did that until she arrived. And she told me, she was like, you know what? You're going to think I'm crazy, but I don't got no money. I just came up here to see you. That's how badly I wanted to see you. I'm like, what? You ain't got no money. So I was like, you came up here and you don't got no. I said, you got credit cards? Like, no, them shits don't work no more. Like, yo, you. And she's like, oh, it's you. It's you, baby. I'm like, oh, okay. So this stuff happens. I don't know if they get the rush from being down, and I don't even think it's not really about being down and out all the time. I think sometimes that's true, Danny. There's some truth to that sometimes. Yeah. I think a lot of women are not being fulfilled. That's a fact. A lot of women are not being fulfilled. That has a lot to do with it. But there's one thing I can say, and this is pretty much every woman I've been in a relationship with to this day. Every once in a while, we don't got we didn't have no bad beef or nothing like that. All of them. But every time they call me, they kind of think about the times we used to have, how I made them feel. So I think some of my exes, they can't let go of how I made them feel a long time ago. Yeah, so if you can make a woman feel a certain type of way, if a woman feels better about herself, or just people in general, if people feel better about themselves around you, oh, you can't pay for that. You can't buy that. That's a skill set within itself. All the dildos in the world are not enough. No, man, them toys is garbage, man. Toys is garbage, man. I don't even get into none of that, the toys and dildos. I don't even get into none of that stuff. I don't need them. Nobody ever told me I needed it to buy any toys. So that's why I never even got in. I never got into any of that stuff. No one ever told me I needed to do it. It don't matter how long it's been, Danny. If you hit that spot consistently and y'all built that bond like no other, and you became a mind reader, that's basically what you are. Women ain't gonna tell you very much of what they like, or what they dislike, what they want. You're gonna have to figure that out. So if you become her mind reader, you instantly, she puts you in a different category of guys. You're not like the rest of the guys. You're special. And you're not judgmental like the rest of those other guys. So you're in a special category all by yourself. You're going to be remembered for years, 5, 10, 15 years. Some people have told me that it takes at least 20 years for a woman to get you out of her spirit after y'all broke up or went your separate ways. People have told me this. It takes about 20 years plus. Think about this. If a woman's married, she got a new relationship, why would she call you? Why would she call me? After years. One of my exes called me on my birthday every year. And it's been going on for almost 10 years. She called me, or even if she sent an email, text, whatever. And she's married. And plus, Facebook, the internet has made it much easy to get in contact with people today, because you don't got to necessarily call. You can send an email real quick. Bam, that's it. Or send a text real quick. Happy birthday, bam. That's it. But I don't do that. I don't do that. But they do. So why do you think that is? I mean, I know why it is, but I'm just trying to make you think. Ryan in the house. God damn. What's going down, Ryan? Yeah, when y'all come in, like the video. Like the video. Share the video. So 70 in the house. If my ex sends me an email, I'm sending that email to her husband. Why would you do that, Zob? I wonder if my ex thinks about me. If you got to ask that question, Ryan, the answer is no. They think you're Arby's. We got the meat. Yeah, I like that commercial, Anthony. I thought we got the beef. I thought it was beef, Anthony. Or meat? Is it beef or meat in the commercial? I like the Arby's commercial. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's meat? Okay, my bad. Yeah, again, anybody got any questions? 800-315-8203. It's been an hour. That is an unplanned live. I usually don't do the Friday thing. My ex is pregnant, I guess. She moved on. Well, obviously, if she's pregnant, Ryan, she moved on. We have the meat. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, man, all relationships have to end. Some way, somehow. Our relationships have to end. Some end sooner than others. But hey, man, that's a part of life. All relationships have to end. Now, you might not like the way it ends. You might get caught off guard. But hey, man, some relationships runs its course. Some people grow apart. Somebody dies. Some people get a divorce, etc. The best thing you can do, man, is just enjoy the moments. Enjoy the time together. Cherish the moments together, regardless of who you end up with. Stop thinking ahead. So the problem with a lot of people, they think when they get with somebody, they thinking like 10, 20 years ahead. No. You have to plan to be together. You should plan to be together. But don't put the cart before the horse. That's what a lot of people do. You ain't smashed since 2005. Oh, well. I think you have your answer, Ryan. Because if you ain't having sex, you ain't got nothing going on. She ain't calling you. Plus, you ain't having sex. Forget about it. You may as well move on. Forget about her. Were you ever hurt from a breakup? Yeah. I got hurt from a breakup. Twice. That happens to everybody, Anthony. At least once. That happens to everybody. That happens to the best of us. That's a part of life. Look, somebody is gonna hurt your feelings. It could be a family member. It could be somebody close to you. Could be a business partner. Somebody gonna hurt your damn feelings. That's called being human. It's no one should be ashamed of that. It's okay. You look, you take it on the chin. You learn from that experience and you find a way to move forward. That's how it is. Look, that's a part of life. How do these broke dudes get girlfriends? What do you mean how they get them? They know a lot of them dudes got swag. They got charm, charisma. It's not about money all the time, Ryan. If you wait to get money before everything else, that ain't gonna work. You might be waiting for the rest of your life. You have to start where you at before the money comes. That's how it works. That's how real life works. If you see a man and a woman with money, they was acting like that before they got the money. They had the mindset before the money came. It ain't just about the money all the time. It appears to look that way on the surface level. If it's just about money, well, who you gonna be when you don't have no money? You know, who you gonna be when you don't have the money no more? Because money go up and down. One day you got it. One day you hit a lick, and some shit happens, and now you got to pay out a bunch of money. And now your money low. And now who are you now? What you gonna say? What you gonna do? Because there's a lot of people, a lot of guys out here, when they get some money in their pocket, oh, they the shit. They got balls then. But when the money low, now they're like a coward now. You're like a little troll. You can't even function no more. They say man make the money, money don't make the man. That's what they say when I was growing up. What up, Walter? Peyton in the house. The legendary football player. YouTube let me back in. They must have read my text to you. Oh, they let you back in? Oh, What's your thoughts on this MGTOW movement, or did you already do a video on it? I don't know enough about MGTOW to talk about it. I'm 27. Why do I still be scared to talk to 18, 19-year-old chicks? Why are you talking to 18, 19-year-old chicks? Ron, you talking about that approach anxiety. Everybody has that, Ryan. You talking that initial approach. When you say something to a woman, or when you walk up, everybody has that. That's like going up on stage to do a talk, to speak. Everyone has that, Ryan. That doesn't go nowhere. I'm older than you. I still got that to this day. The difference between me and you, I don't let it stop me. If I want to say something, I'm going to say something. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. If I'm going to speak, I'm going to speak. Everyone has that. Broke guys use that mouthpiece. Yeah, I mean, a broke dude, what he got to lose? What he got to lose? If I'm at the bottom, I'm gonna come out swinging. I don't have nothing to lose. Well, think about it. If I'm at the bottom, I barely got food to eat. I barely got clothes to put on. I ain't got no car. I ain't got no job. What do I have to lose? I'm going to come out swinging. I'm going to talk that talk. I ain't thinking about no being nervous, approach anxiety. That way of thinking, that dude is not even thinking like that. That dude that's at the bottom is thinking, I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm going all in. I'm on all out. 10 feet tall and bulletproof. I knew a homeless man who eventually married a woman with 2 businesses. Exactly. What a homeless dude ain't got nothing to lose. Nothing. He's outside. Or hopping from house to house, couch to couch. So he started where he was at, with that mouthpiece. And he worked his way up, built his way up, and he got married to that woman. You got to start where you at. You got to know who you are. And that's the problem that most people don't want to face. They don't want to be who they are. They don't like who they see when they look in the mirror. That's the problem with a lot of people. They want to be everybody else except for themselves. Yes, sir. The law of attraction, you have to see it in order to receive it. MGTOW is living a bachelor life, randomly dating women, exist in the matrix, exiting the matrix. Look, here's the thing about that, Danny. You can live the bachelor life. You can you can have relationships any way you want to. I don't think anything's wrong with that. But you don't have to call yourself MGTOW though. That's what I have relationships the way I want it. But I don't call myself a MGTOW. I mean, like I said, I don't know enough about it to talk about it. That's why I never really said much about it. Oh?
What's up, Sharp Gang? It's Anthony, man.
Oh, what's going on, Anthony? Tell me something good.
Out and about here. Stacking the money.
Oh, you on the road?
Yeah, I'm out here on the road. Coming back from Connecticut, headed down to Florida.
What part?
If I'm gonna stop by the house or not.
Oh, what? You're going what? You going South Florida?
Yeah. It's a town outside of Tampa. It don't have to be. It doesn't have to be there till Monday. So.
Oh.
You know, I'll stop in Carolina, get some things and.
Hey, what?
You know, but I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah, anyway, what? Hey, you know.
What's up?
Yeah, I've never been to Tampa. How is it over there?
Tampa, Florida?
Yeah.
I only time I ever been there is in passing through.
Oh, okay.
I don't know Tampa that well.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now Miami.
Oh, yeah.
I live in Miami. I have an uncle.
Really? Oh, hold up. So you used to live in Miami. How long?
It was in the 90s, the beginning of the early 90s. Like it was like 1990.
And what
the year I was living there? I only lived there about 6 to 8 months or something.
Oh, okay.
And I was married at the time, so I was kind of building something.
Okay.
And then my wife was my ex-wife was we had 2 kids at the time. I had 2 boys, and I sent money home. So I just made up my mind just come back because she was being really impatient about a lot of things, and I was just trying to get things together.
So,
but I had a question though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The question I had was about the topic you had. So my question is, what if the guy he assumes to have the power. In other words, it's like he's stable. You know what I'm saying? He's doing pretty good for himself. But he gets with a woman that kind of helps him elevate his power.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, she helps him. She upgrades him.
Uh-huh.
To a point where things that he probably couldn't see, and then you get with that woman, and all of a sudden she starts to envy you.
After she helped you?
Yeah. It's almost like she helped build you up, and then she's trying to tear you down. Like I heard you say something about in one of your shows, you were saying, and it made sense to me too, because I was like, wow, because I was sensing that.
Yeah.
Myself, I was sensing it. It was like I was bringing up other business ideas, and I had ordered this video, this DVD from this guy, and it was another business venture, because I'm about trying to have other means of income.
Yeah.
And it was almost like she didn't want to listen to it. She didn't want to. She did, but she had she had her arms crossed, and she was saying things like, I know that and this and that. And I was like, what, really?
No, what did she say exactly?
She was like, he should have presented it better than that, But I get what he's saying. I was like, really? I said, this man got something good. He giving game to people, didn't know that certain things were going on in this economic world. You know what I'm saying? That they don't tell her.
Yeah.
That's what it was about. It was the things that, he was just showing shortcuts and stuff like that, and it wasn't expensive. The DVD wasn't that expensive, but it was just something I wanted to know because I wanted, other earns of income coming in.
Yeah.
Besides the business I'm doing, and I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, you should.
Put money aside.
You should.
Stuff like that to invest in that.
You should. Now here's everybody. Listen up. I've never said this before in the video. Here's the deal. People that here's the deal. People that don't support us, friends, family,
right.
People close to us, you don't need them. You don't need them. They don't need to support you. You don't. And the reason why that is because first thing, they're too close to us. They can't see what we see, right? And that says a lot about them, being that they don't support you. So
wow.
Sometimes, you depending on how deep you in a relationship, how long y'all been together and everything, and how much how negative they might be. It's gonna depend, because sometimes you can win some people over because you show and prove, you know what I mean? But there's some people that might try to destroy you, or they might become vindictive. So if they might stab you in the back, You know, they'll try to embarrass you, assassinate your character, who you are as a person. If that happens, you're gonna have to let them go. But if they just if they don't want to be involved, they might not have much to say that's negative. But you can win them over if that's the case. But if they become very vindictive, stabbing you in the back, assassinate your character, they lack integrity. I'm talking. This has to be obvious. They're going out of their way to destroy everything. You have to get rid of them, and you have to be ruthless with it. Because if not, you know, the old saying goes, if you hang around fools, you become the next one.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so
I'm glad to really just hear from you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really have really many friends and stuff like that. You know, in the business I'm doing.
Yeah.
Most of my friends do what I do, but since I live in a different city and state, I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when
that's.
I go home.
Yeah, that's.
You know, that's it's like I don't know nobody.
That's common. That's pretty common, bro. I mean, when I was growing up, when my brother got into air conditioning and heating, I didn't know anybody that was doing that shit. I didn't know anybody else that was doing it. I didn't.
Right.
At the time, I'm like 10 years old. I'm like, I didn't know nobody that was doing that. Nobody. There's a lot of people doing it now, but this is like 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, it could, if you're the first, if you're like early in the game, or maybe you live in a small town, I don't know, you know, but maybe like people that you're around, they just complacent. You know what I mean? So there's some people, man, they just want to work their job, come home, look at TV. They might go to a football game, basketball game on Fridays, might look at football on Sunday. And they'll keep doing that. They'll do that for years. And they'll be fine with the salary they get from work. And they'll complain, but they won't do anything about it. Some people are fine with that. And I'm not saying anything wrong with that. But I've just never been like that. You know?
Yeah. And you know, I got one more question for you. Do you think? Well, shoot, it's slipping my mind. I had it when you was talking. I was thinking about it. I can't even. But you know, he must be getting old, man. Like, man, you know. But you know, I appreciate it, man. That's good. Good talk, man. And you know, it's just, you know, when you know what it really is. You know, it's like, I don't know if you ever done this before. You ever been in a monogamous relationship, like where, okay, I'm gonna give this a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because before you marry that person, you know, you maybe had about 3 or 4 in your pocket, maybe 5 or something like that. But you always kept a pocket for the woman, you know, that you could revert to or whatever.
Yeah.
To whatever. But then it seems out of the norm for you to just have one woman.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. I did that.
And the thing about it is, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do right by her, you know, just show her, you know, and I know I could do it if I set my mind to it, you know. You're always gonna see women out here. There's women galore out here. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm a man. I'm gonna look, but I ain't gonna touch.
Yeah.
You know, I might still have some of those flirtatious ways. I might just think, hey, that's nice. That's a nice necklace you got on. I like your shoes. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's my way of speaking, flirting, but I don't take it any further. I'm just complimenting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that just, I know how to start conversations with women. You know, it's just in me.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
I don't know what I wanted to ask you. I know what I wanted to say. Maybe this might be a little bit off topic. I thought of this today. And I was going to put it on Facebook, but I wanted to ask you. I know men can be, men, we can be logical about things, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes females can be illogical about the way they think.
Yeah.
So I was asking the person, this lady, I said, if a man, if a woman's in a relationship, right? If she's in a relationship and she meets a guy, but he doesn't have sex with her, but he has oral sex with her, is that cheating?
Well, if they have a monogamous relationship, that would be cheating. Yeah. Yeah. That's if they have if they're monogamous, that'd be a form of cheating. Yeah. You know, if that's the case.
Well, I had this conversation with this lady, and she said it wasn't cheating because they didn't have sex. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, oral sex is sex.
That's what I said.
Yeah. I mean,
but is it cheating? Is it cheating if she's laying down with the same sex?
Well, what did she say?
She has a man at home. If she has a man at home, but she goes and lay down with another woman, and there's no
What did she say?
I'm saying there's no sex going on, but you know how women do.
What did she say? You asked her that? What did she say?
She said that was cheating.
So that is cheating. No, I'm talking about if you lay down with a woman.
She said that wasn't cheating. I mean, she said that was cheating.
Oh.
I was like, huh?
Well, wait a minute. So
it don't make any sense to me.
Nah, it doesn't make any sense. She's full of it. She's full of it.
I was like,
yeah. You one of them types. Full of it.
But what do you say about a man in a relationship with a guy? I mean, I'm sorry, with a relationship with a woman, and his woman steps out and lays down with another woman. Is that cheating?
Yeah,
ain't no intercourse going on. There's no intercourse.
If I don't know about it, that's cheating. If I don't know about it, period.
Oh, okay.
That's what cheating is. I don't know about it. I don't know what's going on. That's cheating. That's basically what cheating is. If you don't know what's going on, you're not informed what's going on. That's cheating. You know.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's all cheating is. It's just you don't know what's going on.
You said the magic word. If you don't know what's going on, it's cheating.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me, hey, I'm going out, I'm hanging out with my girl, I might be out a little later after the club. I'm gonna hang out with my girl. We might get into something a little dirty. Oh, okay, I having a good time. You know, I mean, that ain't cheating because you told me before you left what might happen. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something. You'd be okay with that?
No, I wouldn't, because I don't want anything to do. I don't want anything to do with a woman that has a thing for a woman. No, I don't want anything to do with. I said this in a previous video. I don't want anything to do with a woman that has a thing for a woman, and I've met 2 or 3 women that were like that, and I cut them off. I'm not into that at all.
Let me ask you why you cut them off, because I had an experience like that when I was younger, like I was in my young 20s.
Yeah.
And I had an experience where I was dating this chick, and I didn't read into it, but I would drop her off with a bunch of women. It was a house full of women, and I didn't really think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would drop her off, come back about 2 or 3 hours, whatever. You know, I was using a car. I didn't have a car at the time, and I'll come back and whatever. And later on, come to find out, she was bisexual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and the thing about it is, I caught her with another woman. I mean, I'm talking about in the bed. I mean, I wasn't in the house. I knocked on the door, so I went around to the window and knocked on the window. And I heard a lot of, moaning and and all this and that. But I was like, what? And I was a little upset about it, so I went back home. You know, I had probably later on got a car. And just sat up in the living room. I was living with my grandma at the time, and my uncle was there, and he was like, what's wrong? I was like, nothing. Like that. And I went back to the girl's house, and she let me in. And I didn't say too much, but the next day, I was so mad, I just took it out on her in the bedroom, right? But the next day, I asked her, I said, I'm young. I said, what's going on in your bedroom? She came up with this and that, and then eventually she just came on down and said it was her and her roommate, another female. And I was like, and I was really kind of confused. I was confused.
Well, yeah.
And the reason why I was confused because I didn't know whether to be mad or jealous or is it cheating or because the only thing came to my mind was, okay, I think what was going on in my mind was there was no intercourse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can understand.
She don't have what I had.
Yeah, that's why you were confused because she ain't got what you got, but she want what the girl got, whatever that is. That's why it's confused. You're supposed to be confused when it comes to something like that, especially if it's the first time.
Yeah.
Especially if it's the first time running into this, you're supposed to be confused. It makes sense.
Because I'm not like a jealous guy. I usually just was. I just wasn't bred up like that. And like, I had to, talk with you earlier, and it was just the way I came up. I'm just numb to a lot of stuff, like my emotions and stuff like that, and feelings.
Yeah.
I always kept them numb, but I always let people know because I do have boundaries,
Yeah.
And it's already up front, because just learning things. You go as you learn, you learn as you go. As you get older, you become wiser.
Yeah.
And you've been there, done that, you've seen this and that, and you know how to confront it.
Yeah.
Because you've been there before.
Exactly.
Or you know that person's behavior. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you don't have to get so really crazy and stuff. Just like I saw a video the other day. You heard about that video of the guy run up on his girlfriend? She was cheating on him, and she runs out the car, and he's saying something to the guy on the passenger side, and he opens the door and he let him have it. He shot him about 16 times. It was on video. I saw it on World Star. I was like,
nah, I ain't heard about that.
What the hell?
Who recorded?
They were boyfriend, girlfriend.
Who recorded something like that? Jeez.
They were like at a store. It was like at night. You could see it. You could see they were in the parking lot, like just a
okay.
store.
Okay.
And the people were like they were in the car, and it was like at the gas part of it. I guess there was a distance from them.
Okay.
But they videoed the whole thing. So the guy pulled up, and he was like, I guess he was talking, and the girl got out of the driver's side, and she ran. You could see her running around the car. But he took it out on the guy that was sitting in the car. He was sitting in the passenger side, and he said something. He opened the door, and he just let him have it, man. He shot that gun about 14, 16 times. He emptied the whole gun on the guy.
Yeah, he snapped. He lost his mind.
I never been that upset or mad. I just like you, man. I've always been like you. Walk away.
Yeah, I never. Man, let me tell you something. When I was in my early 20s, I didn't care what a woman did. I didn't care.
That's how I felt. That's how I
didn't
felt.
care. I didn't really.
I was the same way.
I didn't put too much thought into what a woman did until I turned 35. When I got 35,
wow.
when I turned 35, that's when I started to slow down a little bit. And I started to be more aware of the people that I had around me. Because I wasn't moving as fast as I was moving in the 20s. So it makes sense. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. And I started getting more into money making stuff, opportunities and stuff like that. So if you you have to build relationships when it comes to that. That's just how that is, right? So I'm like, okay,
right.
So that's when I was like, an older guy told me you're only as strong as the people you have around you. So okay, so I can't have no weak links around me. I can't have nobody that's gonna mess up the vibe. So if you're like doing something I don't like, if you're trying to pull me down or pull a group down, or you have no integrity, you say you're bisexual. No, I'm not down with none of this stuff. I'm not down with the latest trend in society. I'm not willing to sell my soul or my integrity or do anything to I'm not selling out. I'm not selling I'm not Steve Harvey. I'm not doing any of that. I'll find another way. I'm not gonna do anything pertaining to my manhood. I'm not doing it. That's just me though.
Exactly. I mean, I'm the same way because the way I was brought up, I don't know how to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't either.
I don't know how to be. I don't know how to. I don't even know how you do it. But for Steve Harvey to say what he had said, I just always wondered. Even though I know the topic is about women respect power.
Yeah.
So do you respect power when you find out your man is still a wimp? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he has no what was the word? Dang, I don't forgot. My mind's slipping.
Well, really, he's an entertainer. That's all. They say women.
But that's an old video. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, women they like guys that's in the spotlight. He's an entertainer. He's on television. So of course he's weak. But on the other side of the coin, he has status because he's on television. So women will go along with it.
Wow. I think Steve fell for her because she is a nice looking woman at her age. And women like her at her age, you don't find too many of them that look good like that keep themselves up like she do. But I know what kept her up. But I'm going to tell you something. You know she's from Memphis, right?
Yeah, I heard.
And I knew some of those guys that she used to deal with myself. Because, I told you I'm from Memphis, right?
Yeah.
And that's who she used to kick with. But I know it was about her look. It was her look. They used to treat her like
shit. Well, yeah. I mean, it's like, well, I'm thinking she got with Steve because Steve, it was about the money. I mean, he I don't know how much money he make, but he's doing pretty well for himself. So
I seen him in a Rolls Royce a video one day. He was some lady was videoing him in the garage, and he was getting into a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, so she was hanging with the same type of guys. They were rolling too. They were high rollers. So it's like Steve, like he's a high roller too. So hey, I'm rolling with him. I'm rolling with him now. So
I mean, I'm not knocking her. I see she playing a role.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah. So he got money.
Women like that, I do not knock them. I do not knock them.
No, I don't either. He got money and got status. So I'm like, hey, you know, I don't knock him, but I'm not fucking with him. That's all.
Me neither, man. I never thought he was that funny anyway. But that's part of the show. I mean, your topic. Because I was just wondering because I mean, it's like women still respect power.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't show.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Exactly. How weak he is on national TV, and I'm like, damn, she's still with him.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just like that's why I wanted to do this video. See, it doesn't matter if the guy don't have integrity. It doesn't matter. He could be a killer.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. He could be a racist. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Look, he don't even have to have no respect for her. It doesn't matter. That's the thing what a lot of guys don't understand. They keep talking about, you know, women get with the dude, the broke dude or the street dude or the hustler. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in most cases. Now, there's always an exception to the rule, of course, but for the most part, it doesn't matter. Because the relationship she has with the street dude is going to be different with you or me. She's with the street dude because the street dude got money. That's it. Of course, you have a good time around him. Of course, maybe she, bring her girlfriend around or whatever. But she ain't gonna bring her girlfriends around me like that because I ain't gonna allow it. And she already know I ain't gonna allow it because I don't roll like that.
And when you think about it too, I think about Donald Trump and his wife. He disrespect, and I done seen her knock his hand away, and
he doesn't care.
Mad, but she ain't going nowhere.
Exactly, because he got status in society. He's a trust fund baby, and everything, and his family is filthy. His whole background. Look, if you do a search on Trump background, he'd be like, "Oh God, come on." Yeah, but she already know that. She doesn't care. She got married to that man. I don't even know how old.
You know what? She played her role too because she had a kid by him. Because he got a young. Donald Trump's like what about? Is he 70 or something like that?
Yeah, I think he just turned 70. I think he turned 70 the other day.
Yeah. Oh, okay, because he got a kid by her, and I'm like, that ought to be. He's young enough to be his grandkid.
Yeah, he got a little. He got a little kid. Yeah, he got a little kid with her. Yeah, so I mean, I think a lot of guys got to get this moral code out of their head. You know, it's like they think just because they're a nice guy, that women gonna somehow roll out the red carpet for them. No, you gotta give her a reason to roll out the red carpet for you. That's how you gotta.
That old saying, nice guys finish last.
Yeah, you got look. Whatever you want out here, you gotta fight for it. You gotta go after it. Nobody gonna feel sorry for you out here. Nobody gonna pat you on the back and give you a high five. No. Nobody gonna give you anything. That's the problem with a lot of guys out here today. They had that entitlement mentality. They act like just because they got a decent paying job, a car, a decent place to live, that somehow they're a good catch. How do you know you're a good catch? Who told you that? Who told you it was a good catch?
That mentality.
Me either. It's women.
I never thought like that. But like you said, you have to be bold. You have to be bold about yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even
when it comes to these women, you have to be bold about it, and you have to let them know up front
Yeah.
How you roll. You know what I'm saying? If not, hey, you can keep moving.
Yeah, even a lot of women out
Keep
here.
pushing.
Even a lot of women out here today. They're talking about, they had that entitlement mentality, talking about they're a good woman. How do you know you're a good woman? Who told you? Did anybody tell you that? And if they did tell you you're a good woman, how come they ain't with you? That doesn't make any sense to me. How come they? I'm not saying you got to be in a relationship with them, but how come you don't call them? Or they don't keep in contact with you? You don't spend no time with them. But they told you you was a good woman. That doesn't make any sense. And I'd be like, if she's such a good woman, what has she done? What has she done? What has she accomplished? She took care of family with all the money she made? No. She got kids? No. So what has she done to be a good woman? I don't understand. Today, you got a bunch of girls on Instagram and on television. They just look nice. That's all it takes today? That's how the bar is that low? You just have to look cute and put on a dress from whatever designer out here. That's all it take today? Oh, man. If that's all it take, man, we're in trouble. You know, we're in trouble.
And also what gets me, and I remember the song by Belle Biv DeVoe when they said
never trust a big button and smile. Poison.
Don't trust a big button and smile. Poison. Woo, you said it. Poison.
Yeah.
And nowadays, boy, these guys today, man, they picking any poison they can get their hands on.
Yeah, I wrote a chapter,
with the booty.
I wrote a whole chapter to that song, dedicated to that song in my book.
Oh, really?
My second book, I wrote a whole chapter dedicated to that song. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I wrote a whole chapter about that, man.
And then with that song, and back in it with the song today, I don't know what I don't even listen to it.
I don't either.
Stuff that they singing.
Yeah.
The songs back then were giving you game.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's like today is just everything is upside down. Today, the people that should get shine, they're not even on television. They're not even on television today. I mean, you got women that come off of Instagram and now they on television. Are you serious? You got this lowlife that used to be on Instagram. She might do a couple interviews on YouTube, and then from YouTube she'll go to a reality show. She have no personality. She hate people. She hate her followers on Instagram. She hate them. You can just tell by her attitude. But now she's on television now. And she still hate her followers. She despised them. But she take their money though. Whenever she launch something, merchandise or whatever. What kind of shit is that?
Twisted, man. We're in a twisted world, man. I don't know how or what caused it, but it just seemed like everybody follows the drama and nobody's checking nobody for it. And look, if you check somebody, oh, you were wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong for putting people in check.
You a hater.
Look how they went after what's the guy that got groped in front of his wife?
Oh, you talking about Terry? Terry
Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews. Yeah.
And when he said that, he came out and admitted that. I wouldn't tell nobody that. Why?
I wouldn't tell nobody no shit
like
that. Yeah, I wouldn't tell nobody no shit like that.
I was like, you don't admit nothing like that.
No, I would never admit that.
You didn't do anything about it?
Yeah, I first, when I heard it, I was like, what kind of man? First off, what kind of man are you? You didn't do nothing, and second of all, why are you saying that in public? You should be ashamed of yourself to even admit something like that in public. And the third thing, what kind of wife you got? She was like, "Oh, he did the right thing." What kind of woman you got? I mean, you just
they don't want to mess up the trinkets they get. It ain't even
again, that's you. I'm not going to sacrifice my manhood. No, he got choked out, and then I would say, "Hey, don't you ever play me like that."
Yeah, you would have took the consequences. I would have done the same. But they tried to do Will Smith like that one time, but he handled it really
Will
good.
Smith smacked that dude so quick.
He slapped that guy.
He smacked that dude so quick.
Yeah, he was like, "Man, what?" And everybody cheered him. They cheered him. They were like, "Hey!"
Smacked that dude up real quick and walked away.
Exactly. It could have been cool, but I guess that's different. Somebody coming up to you and grabbing your
yeah. See that dude.
That's what get me.
That dude knew Terry Crews. That had a lot to do with it.
Yeah. You know what? I told my son, I said, in order for somebody to do something like that, I believe they had something private.
Yeah.
That guy is known for what they call it, couch, audition couch.
Oh yeah.
I think Terry Crews I really do believe he done something with that guy. That's the only reason he did.
Yeah, because I mean, what would make a guy be so comfortable with the balls to just walk up to a person and grab him by the balls like that? I mean, there's some type of relationship there that was already established. Had to be.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's the first thing came to my mind, because when you think about it, when it's the opposite sex, like you've been around women sometimes, and you have some women come up to you and maybe grab you, or you walking through the house and they just thinking about it and they just grab you. You be like, okay, it's a woman.
Yeah,
what kind of relationship you have with her?
Exactly, because I've done the same thing to them.
Yeah,
I've done the same thing.
I've done the same thing too.
Yeah, I've done the same thing because you establish a relationship in the beginning, and then if I'm at their house or they're at my house, and when I walk past them, I might touch them on the back or I might touch them on the neck, or grab them by the arm and let them go, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I'm doing that because I know I can get away with it, and I'm being playful. And I know that they like, and I know that they're gonna like it. That
I thought I was the only person that thought that. Like, man, that's something deeper than that.
Exactly. It's like
I know it's something bigger.
I remember it was a married woman that I knew in Atlanta, and she used to come over to our house, and when she used to come over, I used to grab her by the arm when she walked past and let it go. I used to do it all the time. And I used to walk behind her, put my chin on her shoulder from behind and grab her like from the back. I used to do it all the time. She ain't had a problem with it because I knew she liked me. Even though I didn't take it past that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, women love stuff like that. You're just showing that's just your way of showing attention sometimes.
Yeah.
I've done it all the time. You might grab a butt or something. You might smack on the butt.
Yeah.
But she okay with it.
Exactly.
But that's something deep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like y'all done had some intimate moments.
Yeah.
So when I saw that happen to him, when he said that, and I was like, and I was like in front of your wife, and he didn't do anything, and he claimed he was so mad, but I don't believe him because all the things we've been seeing, the way he's been acting, really clownish. I was like, at first I liked him at first. In the beginning when he was on I should have known something too when he played in White Chick. They even played that part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't catch on because he was so funny in it, But now I see.
Well, yeah, he's usually the He's usually the token black person in a bunch of movies. You know?
Yeah, because, you know, if you're going to be a tough guy, man, they don't take roles like that, you know?
No.
I kind of feel funny about my boy, when he was an ugly drag queen, by the way.
Who?
But they seem like they didn't ace him out. Play Blade. Our boy that played Blade.
Oh, you talking about Wesley Snipes?
Wesley Snipes, yeah. Remember he did that movie? He did it with the Latino guy and the guy that played in Ghost, and they were all dressed up like women in the movie one time.
Oh, you talking about
drag queen?
That's Demolition Man, right? That's Demolition Man.
No. The guy. Remember the guy that played Ghost? Who played in the movie called Ghost?
Yeah, the white dude.
Back then with Debbie Moore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
And then the Latino guy. Latino guy that he's a comedian and actor.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I think I just got I got the movie mixed up. I seen the movie, but I thought it was oh no, that wasn't Demolition Man. That was the that's a stupid movie. Yeah, had a funny name, man. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was kind of stupid. But when I saw him do that, I didn't think too much about it then because I wasn't that deep into really looking at the signs and messages and movies now. But now I see a lot of stuff. You know, once I got my eyes were open, the veil was crossed.
Yeah,
I see that's a part of an initiation. You know.
Well, yeah, and the Hollywood, yeah.
Some movies are part of initiation and stuff. Yeah, Hollywood. You know, Hollywood's weird.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I see a lot of this going on, and I was like, they really trying to push this agenda, man. I was like, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like
everything's sensitive.
It's kind of rites of passage, and that's you gotta play a certain role in a movie or two before you break out. This has been going on. This been going on since the 80s. Eddie Murphy, man. You know, as a kid, I saw Eddie Murphy. You know, he did the same thing. Basically, and then he blew up. He blew up once it's been going on. You know, I mean, think about this for a second. Do you really think you got the same actors that's been on television for years, 20, 30, 40 years? Now, think about this. Do you really think that it ain't enough talent out here to get other people on the movie screen? Come on, man. Come on.
I know.
You know?
I just hate that the black man that we see in the movie want fame so bad. They want that status so bad that they will do anything.
Yep,
to lose their integrity.
Yeah, they'll bust it open if they have to, man or woman.
Yeah, woman too.
Women, they've been busting it open. Women, that's a common thing. That's pretty common. That's like it's women that come through the door. They know what time it is. You know, think about.
I mean, they will sell you out in a minute, and you can't trust nobody.
Especially in entertainment, that's pretty common. This go way back, man. It's probably over 100 years. This pretty common with women, man. You know, there's just some women that they're willing to do anything to be a star, to be on television. You know, wasn't so much like that with guys though. You know, wasn't so much like that with guys, but now it's starting to be. It running neck to neck now.
Yeah, you know what I found out? I'm gonna get off this phone. I ain't gonna hold us any longer. But you know what I found out? A lot of these actors, and I've been seeing it lately too. A lot of these actors, black actors, the men that take some of these parts, and it's always I've noticed it's always a part like it makes we look tough, but we look scary. Like we're running, we're always shaking and fucking our eyes, and And I be like,
yeah.
Why they gotta act like that in the movie? You know what I'm saying? But and then you look at the white guys, they're always the tough guy. They got the gun, and they're like, you know,
Well,
like,
yeah. See, that's the narrative they want to push in society. It's the same narrative on TV. They want to brainwash the people, the masses of people.
yeah.
So even if you have,
that's why I don't even go to the movies anymore. I don't even care to go to the movies anymore.
Even if you take, there might be a movie in theaters that got some black people in there, and even if the black person has a good role, at the end of the movie, it's gonna be a twist.
You are so right.
Yeah,
you're so right.
Yeah, it's gonna be some type of twist, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, come on, man." You know,
I saw this movie. Last thing, I saw this movie with Jamie Foxx. You probably remember this movie.
But
he was, I think he was a police, and his son got kidnapped. So he got kidnapped by some guys, and he had to try to get him back. And he played tough in the movie, but for some reason in the movie, this white chick was a detective also, her and this white man. And her and Jamie Foxx got the fight in the movie. And she was whooping Jamie Foxx's ass. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I keep seeing it all the time. I keep seeing black men getting whooped.
Getting beat up.
All the time in the movies.
Yeah. They're all getting beat up and killed. Getting beat up and killed.
But when I see the UFC, I like the UFC. I'm a UFC fan.
Okay.
When I see the UFC, man, black men kicking ass in the UFC.
Well, see, now that's
most of them.
That's why the UFC ain't blew up yet. That's one reason. It ain't blew up. They don't want that. They don't want that to be out there.
But they're on ESPN now. They're on ESPN. ESPN picked them up.
Well, let's see how long. Let's see how.
I think they said it's growing.
Yeah, see how long it's gonna take. That's the thing, because they're gonna try to get some white guy, you know, with a lot of wins under his belt, that great white hope. They're trying to find him. They're gonna try to find him. They're gonna try. They tried to turn that crazy Irish dude. What's his name? that fought Mayweather. What's his name?
You talking about Conor?
Yeah, they tried him out. That didn't work out. He too crazy. It didn't work out.
Yeah, it don't work, man.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm gonna get off this phone, man. It's been nice talking to you, man. Most of the time, I'm just listening to your content, man. I like how you give these young dudes a game. And what surprises me the most is these guys really are interested and they really listen to you, man. Because I can see the comments and the questions that they ask. It lets me know that they really want to know and they want to learn and they really want to be informed. Because sometimes a lot, like you know, you and I was talking one day. A lot of guys do not know how to read body language. No,
they don't. That's very important, man. See, the body never lies.
Never lie.
Nope.
No, what is it called? Non-verbal.
Yeah, non-verbal communication. You know.
Exactly.
Body
you
never.
Gotta read it. Women talk with their eyes.
Yeah.
Women. Look, there was a time my daughter, she's 22. My daughter, nice looking young woman, and my daughter was working at. She was a employee at Walmart, and she started when she was 16. They just hired her. A lady walked up to her. "I give you a job." She was 15 at the time. She said, "Well, you turn 16, come and holler at me, right?"
Yeah.
She's with her mom and her stepdad or whatever, and so when she became, she was 18, 19. She was liking the manager, right?
Yeah.
The guy, one of the managers there. Well, she was telling me how these two girls was just all every time, and they were just, just like really letting it known that they want to holler at them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she said she didn't ever do that. she just watched them, and she said, I would just look at them and give them that look. I said, you know what you was doing? She said, yeah, I was looking at him. I give my eye. I said, you was giving him that body language. You were talking with your eye. You weren't talking with your mouth. You was talking with your eye. And sooner or later, because she said later he started speaking to her, constantly speaking to her, and then later on she ended up dating him.
Yeah.
But she was low key with it.
Yeah.
Body language.
Yeah.
Women do talk. See, that was a confirmation.
Yeah.
You know, when she was telling me that she was talking, but she was talking with her eyes. And like you were saying, they talk with their eyes, a way they might pick their hands through their hair. There's a lot of different ways, but you just got to understand how they do it. Or some are just bold with it and let you know what's up. That hard choosing.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
But yeah, I get it, though. But look, man, I'm going to get off the show, man. I done held up most of the time. You probably overtime. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Get that off my chest,
it's all good, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
All right.
Take care, all
right. So there you have it. Another exclusive. So like the video. Share the video. If you like this video, check out my Patreon and badboysecrets.com. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.